guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to the channel. This is your home for tech, toys, and talk, guys. And of course, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So, I wanted to talk about something today. You guys know I've been loving 3D printing. I mean, the Flux Pack, you know, the mini puffs, all the different 3D printing doodads and gadgets and just anything and everything I've been printing. I mean, I've been printing insert case for my GoPro. I have it around here somewhere. It's on the floor. I'm not gonna pick it up right now. But I've printed like everyday necessities. And then there's the fun stuff like, I mean, I got my Back to the Future Out of Time and Back to the Future 2 mini license plates through some magnets on them to kind of display my Back to the Future. I actually have a Ghostbusters Advent calendar that I found on Maker World. I 3D printed Spider-Man sign for my Spider-Man collection. Got the X-Men. I printed Professor X's hover chair. You see the G.I. Joe and Ghostbusters over there. And my shelves, I kind of got to go through them. Reorganize everything. I 3D printed the Enterprise G from Picard. Spoiler alert. I've been 3D printing a lot of stuff. Now, please go ahead and do me a favor. If you're not already following, go ahead and check out Nerd Affiliated. Hey Archer. Streams every Thursday. Now, I mentioned him because he's a good friend of the channel. We message all the time. And he recently got into 3D printing. And I don't know, maybe I've been egging him on a little bit, but he got himself a P1S with the EMS. And he's been printing like a madman. Now, I kind of did something a couple days ago. I found a Cal Kestis saber design that you can 3D print yourself. You don't need an AMS, so you can print it on any printer. I found it on Maker World. The creator is Elemental Brick, so go ahead and check them out. Now, I am going to link a video in the video description below that actually showcases this. So I did this with the theme of Green Ranger. I love the Green Ranger. I love mashups. I mean, hell, I made a Back to the Future Proton Pack. Who's going to do that? Me. So I'm like, hey, what if the Power Rangers wound up in the galaxy far, far away? So I made this, but Elemental Brick, he does things in such a way that you can literally disassemble and reassemble these pieces. They just screw in. There's no paint on here. I printed with green silk filament and then gold for some of the pieces and then black. This came out tremendous. Now, this is not going to withstand a fight. There's no port for me to slide a saber in there, a saber blade, and there's no room for electronics in here, although there are designs out there where you can, and that gets expensive. But from the perspective of a collector, let's say you love Star Wars, or you love Star Trek, you love Stargate, you love anything with the word star in it, you love Ghostbusters. I mean, hell, right now, I'm 3D printing a firehouse right here. There's the Playmobil firehouse right there. But I'm actually 3D printing a firehouse. Found the designs on... Sorry, my camera's getting all goofy. Sorry about that. So I found the designs on Patreon of Ghostbuster gear. He's got some amazing props if you're a Ghostbuster fanatic. His Patreon, it's just mind-blowing. There's so many stuff in there that, like, if you want to do a real Ghostbuster Proton Pack, you want to do the Sniffer from Part 1, he's got so much stuff. And please, go ahead and check out his Instagram. I'm going to have all his links in the video description below as well. But the point is, you don't have to spend $500, $300 on a replica saber that's just going to sit on your shelf collecting dust. I mean, I know people who they spend hundreds and hundreds, who knows, maybe close to 1,000 or so, in sabers. But how often do they really use them? They might break it out once in a while, have the sound effects. But something like this, from a distance, looks metal. It's got a nice shine. My key lights are reflecting off of this perfectly. Looks fantastic. Now, yes, I could even hang this from a belt. I mean, if someone bangs into it pretty well, odds are this part right here might break off. But I've been expanding on it after doing this build, which was really fun. I mean, it's one thing to 3D print something. It's another to have fun with it. Like, as I printed each part, and I'm going to show you guys, this just unscrews. There's no glue needed, no painting needed. You could print whatever you want in there. Where's my Allen wrench tool? And that's another thing. The guy who designed this, he also designed an Allen wrench key that you can put in there that you print yourself for the assembly or disassembly of the parts. And it's like you could kind of do a little cosplay or just have a little fun pretending you are a Jedi, pretending you are a Sith. And they're just really fun. Now, so much so that I did Luke's saber from Return of the Jedi, although I think this should be a little bit longer, but still, it's fun. It's a nice prop. I can print like a little tray or a little stand and have it displayed. I mean, from a distance, does this look like it's 3D printed? I mean, if you look up close, you can see some of the print lines, but from a distance, I mean, even right here, it looks pretty damn good. Now, I also went so far as to do Obi-Wan's lightsaber, episode 4. And I love this. I love the look of this. I mean, it looks great. It looks fun. Yes, if you look really close, you can see some of the imperfections of it, but also think of the cosplay aspect of it. Obi-Wan's lightsaber, I mean, he was already old Ben Kenobi, you know? And again, we have the little clip right here, so we can just hang it from your belt. It's a nice, fun piece. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, yeah, if you look really close, you're going to see the imperfections, but I mean, this came out really great. I love this. Oh, I got a little speck on there. There you go. But how fun is this? I mean, again, all these parts just unscrew. You know? They just unscrew and you can take the whole thing apart. So maybe you want to put it in some bags or a little tote for storage. I mean, and also, let's be honest, if you're going to a con and you're doing some cosplay, something like this, if this breaks, if this gets damaged, you're going to feel a lot better than if you had a proper, a like Ultra Sabers, Theory Sabers. I'm sorry, I had to throw that name out there. Any professional saber maker out there. One, you got the heavy weight. So that weight's going to be tugging on you, okay? But with something lightweight, you're going to not have as much weight on you at a con, right? And also, if you're handling something that's light, it's just going to be easier on you for the most part. But, again, if something like this breaks or it gets swiped, you're going to feel a lot better about this being swiped than a $300 to $400 or even $500 saber that you purchased through someone else. And today, I did Obi-Wan's Padawan saber from Phantom Menace. This thing looks great. I mean, again, I used a textured printing bed so you can see the texture on the flat surface right there. Same thing on the bottom of the hilt. You can see a little roughness right here. That's because I used a textured printing plate instead of a smooth printing plate. Those who know, you know. But I mean, take a look at this. I mean, this looks pretty damn good. Again, silk PLA, black filament, black PLA, and that's all I did on 2 separate printers, printing them simultaneously. There you go. Right now, I actually am cooking up Anakin's lightsaber. So that's the next one. I'm kind of hooked on doing the lightsabers. It's kind of fun. Now, these, again, are not designed where you can put electronics in there. But again, to kind of have these displayed on a shelf. And, by the way, Elemental Brick does have stands that you can print. Whether you want them displayed like this or standing up. You can do them either way. But Archer just did a short, his Daily Planet Live. And in that, he emphasized doing content that you enjoy, even if it goes against the grain. Guys, you know, everything I do is pretty much against grain. Good thing I'm not a woodmaker, huh? Carpentry joke, sorry guys. But that's the thing is, 3D printing, you can do anything with it. You could print a full-blown proton pack. You could print the time circuits and props. I have a Mr. Fusion I 3D printed. Took a dice tower Mr. Fusion and just amped up the size. Bam, Bob's your uncle. There's a lot you guys can do with 3D printing. I'm not saying everyone has to go out there and do 3D printing. 3D printing is not for everybody, but it's about being able to make something at a fraction of the cost that you might be charged elsewhere. It's about making something. And I mean, hell, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and 3D print this. Did I think it would come out this great? Hell no. I seriously thought like, I'll give it a try. It might be something cool. But it came out beautiful. Going with the gold, choosing the gold on the inside instead of black. And then going with the green. Oh man, this came out perfect. At least in my eyes. It's beautiful. But that's the thing. It's making a craft. Whether you're into writing a novel. Whether you're into, you know, painting figurines or models. Cat bashing your own action figures. Whatever it is that you enjoy. I mean, whether it's crochet, needlepoint, painting. I have a good friend of the family and my wife's best friend and someone who I've known for years. She's a chalk artist. She loves doing chalk art. She decided to try it a couple years ago. And now, every time there's a chalk festival, she's doing these different events. Honing her craft, honing her talents, and guess what? She's going down to Florida right now for a big chalk festival and event. That's the thing. You can take something small, or at least that you might think is small or mundane, and turn it into something amazing. Turn it into something fantastic. And I think that's what Archer was getting at. Is, listen, you can take something small, or at least something that you might view as small, and as long as you love it, as long as you get enjoyment out of it, that's the important part. I mean, so many of us have joined YouTube over the years, especially during COVID. Some of us are not on YouTube anymore, but a lot of us are still pouring our hearts out. I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, I love doing YouTube. I have not been doing as much content as I used to. And I apologize for that. And I think that's going to be one of my resolutions for 2026 is trying to do more content. I've upgraded a few pieces of camera gear that I'm hoping to show off very soon. And also, Outer Dimension Podcast is coming back, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys back on the Outer Dimension Podcast channel on January 24th, Dre and me are coming back. But it comes down to what you enjoy. Outer Dimension Podcast is a good example. We don't have a very high subscriber count, but it's about me and Dre bringing up movies and having a great time discussing them. Whether it's movies, TV shows, it's the same thing that he and I would be doing even if we weren't on camera. But we have fun. You know, we do butt heads on it sometimes. We have differences of opinions, but that's how friends are. Okay? Me and him, we enjoy doing it, and we took a break because some aspects of our lives demanded more of our attention. And we're not just going to phone things in for you guys. You know, if things are, you know, if we're run down, we're not going to put on a show if we're like completely exhausted. So that's why we take a break, but we're coming back again, you know? Same thing with props, with 3D printing, with Legos, anything. If you have fun doing it, keep on doing it. Now, am I going to keep on doing nothing but lightsabers? No, I'm going to stop at a few. I mean, I like these, and I have to figure out how I'm going to display them. I'm going to be retooling some of my collection here. I do still want to, as crazy as it sounds, I have a Ben & Kent Proton Pack. It's been put through its paces, but it's got a lot of weight to it. So I'm thinking, hear me out, I'm thinking of actually doing 3D printing a 84 or maybe an 89 Proton Pack. Or maybe something completely different. Would you guys like to see a real Ghostbusters Proton Pack printed? I know Archer has tooled around with the idea. Rambling Nerd Anthony, he's got the parts for one. So who knows? I mean, I've even 3D printed a PS5 controller and headset holder that I have for my PS5. 3D printing is just fun for me. As a kid, my dad used to do woodworking. He used to make lawn ornaments, like the little wood birds with the propeller wings. I used to help him with that. Bingo board holders, if you're old enough to know what those are. Picnic tables, model kits. And this is me kind of continuing that creation, keeping it moving forward, It's different, but it's still the same in a way. I mean, my mind went to a place where I'm like, this is a badass lightsaber. I'm like, what if Green Ranger popped up in Star Wars universe? I could see something like this. And I may still modify this a little bit further. But that's the thing. It's taking your imagination, taking something that's existing, and giving your own spin to it and enjoying it. If you enjoy it, keep on doing it. Whether it's sitting, talking to the camera, talking to everyone out there in YouTube land, or whether it's just airing your thoughts. I mean, there's a lot of people who air political stuff. Their own points of view, whether it's political or religious, there's a lot of people who do that. And it's their right to do so. We all do this, giving our own opinions. Every time someone does a review on an action figure or review on a movie or TV show, guess what, guys? You're giving your own points of view. You're sharing some of your mind, some of your hearts out there with everyone else, whether they agree with you or not. As long as you guys are having fun, as long as you're getting something out of it. I mean, am I making money here? No, I'm losing money. Every time I need to buy a new camera or a new cord, microphone's not working right, so now I have to get like a new arm or a new mic or something. Every time we get something new to try and improve our channel's quality, it's coming out of our own pockets. Not everyone hits that algorithm jackpot where now they can be monetized and they're doing well monetized. I know a lot of people who get monetized and they are stressing over the numbers. It's hard to not stress over the numbers. You can argue that to me all day long. You're not going to win that argument. I know people who've been stressing over it. They're trying to get revenue. And then when they are generating ad revenue, they're waiting months and months, maybe half a year before they even see any of that. So sometimes YouTube can be crazy. Sometimes content creating can be stressing. Sometimes we're worried about what everyone thinks. To borrow a phrase from, I'm going to paraphrase Archer. I don't know his exact words. But, get out there and make whatever you love. If it's reading, maybe you're writing your own novel and you want to share some chapters of it to kind of help self-promote yourself. Do that. If you love D&D, you want to live stream a D&D campaign, do it. If you want to do workout, do it. Okay? Good friend, a friend of the channel, Geek Strong, him and D&D, they were doing these Sunday morning workouts. I haven't watched them in a long time, and I apologize for that. But I mean, that's something that they did. They did some geek reviews, and they were doing some workout exercises from a health perspective. Do whatever makes you guys happy. Make the content that makes you content, right? Bring the positive out. I mean, even if it's something that only 2 or 3 people are watching, those are 2 or 3 people who are enjoying it. I've done some content on bike buying for big guys. I didn't get a ton of views on it, but I did get a handful of people messaging and commenting thanking me for doing this kind of content. I did ghost busting for big guys, kind of a cosplay idea for those who are large and in charge. I didn't get a ton of views on there, but again, I had people who had commented and thanked me for doing that kind of content. Because even though it is a niche environment, everyone's got their own niche. And guess what? I have so many niches, I just roll them all up into one. But that's the thing. I enjoy it. That's why I keep doing this. I mean, what? Are we approaching 6 years now? 6 years of Dave's Dimension. And I'll be honest, I still enjoy doing the content. It might slow down at times. Because maybe I overthink and I overanalyze. I'll admit it. I'm my own worst critic, guys. But you know what? I enjoy it. I enjoy the 3D printing. That's why I have 2 printers now. I mean, I just made a couple of Lego Megafigs. Detroit Lions and Buffalo Bills theme for a few members of the family. I have fun out of that. I mean, honestly, for a lot of my friends, if they want something printed, I'll tell them, hey, give me the cost of the filaments. I'll calculate what it is, because Bamboo Labs or Bamboo Studio does that. You can set a price for each filament, and it'll tell you how much each print job is, and you add it up until you're done with that full print job, and you have your estimate of how much it costs you. For friends, I mean, I'll just say, hey, it'll cost me this much filament, just give me that, and I'm more than happy to print it for you. Because I love 3D printing. I have fun with it. Am I a pro? No. But there's been some amazing projects. There's been some projects that just turned out fantastic. It's just like life, guys. Not everything comes out perfectly, but you keep trying. You pick yourself up and you keep on trying. You keep on going. Because, I mean, it's those moments you get that home run. Those moments when you do the impossible or you become the impossible. And honestly, I know what that feeling is like. Thinking you can't do something, but then proving others wrong. It's the best feeling in the world. It's not ego, it's self-worth. You kind of, let's be honest, a lot of times in life, especially past couple of years, things have not always been the greatest. But then, when you do something that makes a person smile, or makes you smile inside, I mean, that's some of the best stuff you can get. It's not artificial. It's pure, it's natural, and it sticks with you. And that's the best part, guys. But guys, that's all for this video. Thank you for this dimensional download, as I'm going to call these kind of one-off videos that I do. Inspired by, Nerd Affiliated's Daily Planets. I don't do them as frequently, but I think I'm going to try and do a few more. But guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, if you have comments, questions, concerns, you can hit me up on IG at Daves_Dimension or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. But guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I will always, always catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.